What's happening, my people? It's the kid L.R.Player here, back with another episode. Sorry, where I interview my friends, my family from the jump rope community. First of all, I just want to appreciate each and every one of you just tuning in, listening to the conversation, engaging in the comments, letting our guests know how appreciative we are of them. And speaking of today's guest, this person here, I swear she's like the bringer of sunshine because like every time you see her content, like it's there's always high energies, always big smiles, and just all around fun. And also, she's helped me like fine tune the TS skill that if you see on my Instagram account or her content on her Instagram account, that's like one of our favorite skills to do. So she definitely helped me fine tune that, and so she do got a fire tutorial on that skill if y'all know what the TS is. So I don't want to hold y'all any further. Let me introduce uh this young lady, Miss Leslie.Jumps. I would plank out by the time of this intro come in.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Thank you for that intro. I can't believe you're giving me any credit with your crazy TS skills.
I'll give you all credit for my TS skill. Oh, come on, peoples.
I
How you
love
feeling, Miss Leslie?
I'm good. I've got my coffee and I'm ready to chat about jump rope. Love
Oh,
it.
wow. See, I wish I had coffee. I just got water here.
Oh,
If it'll pop up in my little Batman mug. So,
in your Batman mug. I love that.
yeah. So, tell us your jump rope origins.
Well, I've been jumping for probably 8 years, but it wasn't until the pandemic that I started expanding my skill set. I would, in the beginning, just jump for a couple of minutes, five, then 10. Then I was up to about 20 minutes, just incorporating it into my workouts every day. And then I think it was Kathy Jumps was probably the first jump rope account that I found that I'm like, there's so much more to this. Like I had no idea because I had nowhere to look, right?
Right.
Um, so that's when I started, when we moved out east and I got back to the gym and had more room to move around and try all these different things. And that's when I started my jump rope account because I knew if I could connect with a bunch of people, I would learn so much more. And I did.
Did you ever think about how deep this rabbit hole go when you started this account and like all the tricks and the skills and different categories people do?
It's so deep, right? Like even you can learn something and think you mastered it, and then there's somebody else that
Uh,
will always show you a crazy way to do it, in a way you never imagined. So it's you're never done. You're never done learning. I like to say it's kind of like yoga. You practice jump rope. You're never done.
Are you into yoga? Is that your other form of fitness?
Oh, I'm such a yoga hypocrite. I say that I love it, but I never do it. But I want to get back to doing it more. The other fitness that I do is I do a lot of hit training and sports wise, I just started playing golf. This will be my third full
Oh,
season.
wow.
I know, look at me. I'm like an athlete now in my 40s. Never my whole life, but now I am, which is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
cause I had dig through your account and I seen you did a pistol squat and I was like, oh, only in my dreams.
You know what? I didn't think I could do it, and then I just did it one day. Kind of fun. Then I injured my hamstring, so I haven't been back to the pistol squats yet, but I'll get
Oh
there.
no.
It was brutal, a partial tear, so that kind of set me back for for a couple of months. But
So so I
getting back.
was as I stated, like you, like I said, you like the bringer of sunshine with your skipping. So explain your skipping style. Like if you
My
can.
skipping style, oh my god, it's all freestyle. I have so much respect for people who can learn combos and learn routines and then execute them in one take. Like I don't have the patience for that. I don't have the attention span for that. I wish I could learn some of these like footwork combos or some of these crazy things that people do, but I just put my music on and just, you know what? Dance around like an idiot for an hour and it's the best. I love it. And then I usually just post, the things that I was successful at that day. Like there's way more trips than there are successful tricks. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I do. And it's just, here's what I was successful at today.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between both of that, just freestyle sometimes, and sometimes I have a particular move that I want to do in the combo. So then there's the freestyle part, and then I integrate what I wanted to do into it, and
Okay.
then I do my signature ending and my clapping. Then that's the end of the video.
And
So
you drop the rope and walk off. I love it.
definitely got to clap and walk off.
That's how we're gonna end this interview. You're gonna clap and walk off.
I bet we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. So the TS skills, like I done it before. Before I saw your tutorial, and like I never understood why I couldn't get it so clean until I seen your tutorial. So
Yeah.
tell me why you love that skill so much.
People hate that skill, don't they? Like people either love it or they hate it. I love it.
Yes.
I don't know. I just kind of knew that I would be able to do it, and so I always tell people, it's if you can do a forward cross, you can do a TS. It's the same timing, so I always say, open, 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 cross, open,
Mm.
open, open, TS, same timing. And so I just, with that in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to get this, and that was probably the only trick that I drilled that many times, just out of pure stubbornness.
Oh, so you got that stubborn effect too, huh?
Yeah, like I'm not leaving till I get it.
Yeah, it used to bug me because me being tall, and other complaints people say is the shoulder mobility, but I don't think I have that much of a good shoulder mobility, but I'm still kind of able to pull it off.
Yeah, I would say. Did you plan on doing that double under today, or did you just kind of it just happen?
Not when I
Did
went
you
to the
do it
gym,
before?
huh?
Did you do it before, or was this your first time?
Oh no, I've done it plenty of times, but I didn't plan on doing it today when I went to the gym. It was just I thought about our interview, so I was like, let me mimic her right quick with the all them switch crosses in the row. I wish I could able to
That
pull
was
it
a
up.
very
I
intense post.
so the combo she talking about, I'm gonna put a video up so y'all can see what she talking about. Me doing the multiple switch cross runs and then a double, no, a TS double. So I'm gonna pull it up in the edits and show y'all what she talking about.
People need to see it. It's impressive.
Oh, so also you travel to a lot of places. You like traveling? You love traveling?
Yes, I love it.
What's the best place you been?
Oh, my favorite place? Well, Italy was amazing. I didn't jump rope there though. That was kind of pre jumping. Now I'm like, I want to go to all these places and skip there. New York is my favorite place. I lived there for a year and went to culinary school, so it kind of feels like a home to me. And just this past summer when we went, I jumped in Central Park just by myself. It was a real kind of bucket list thing. I was
Mm-hmm.
a little nervous. But then I remembered that I'm in New York and New Yorkers don't care. This
Right.
isn't, they're not going to stop and look at you. So it was pretty cool to do that. So yeah, I love traveling. I used to be a flight attendant, so I like to just be on the go and staying in hotels and seeing something new all the time.
Are you still in Canada at the moment?
I am, yeah. We were in Toronto for 5 years, and then moved to New Brunswick, which is where my husband is from. We were there for 2 years, and now we're back in Halifax, which is where I'm from originally.
Are you anywhere close to where they be having the meetups in there, like Toronto, Vancouver?
I mean, I'm in Toronto all the time. I haven't been there for a meetup yet, but that's next. And then I'd love to get something going in Halifax. There's got to be a jumping community here, so I'm going to find it. That's my
I
mission.
mean, I'm obvious somebody seen you jumping in the gym and just like curious.
Yeah,
Ha-
well, I started at the gym here, and then the gym in my apartment building is really great, and it's always quiet. So I've kind of just started going there.
So you haven't been approached yet?
No, I haven't. I'm just gonna have to start skipping outside.
Yeah.
Go to a busy park. Here I am. Come join me.
So you mentioned about culinary art school. So you're a pastry chef.
I am.
What's your favorite dish to make?
I love making anything to do with dough, like bread or cookies or pie dough. I'm not so much into like batters. I don't love making cakes. It's not my thing. But
Hmm.
bread, like any day. I just make it and eat the whole thing, butter on it.
How come we haven't seen any of that on your account?
I posted some cinnamon rolls the other like last week. It was the first time I've ever posted like a food related thing. But
In your stories?
yeah, in my
Oh, I
story.
missed it.
I figured you must have because you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm a foodie, so I usually would say something
Okay.
about food.
I think I'm gonna start doing that more because I mean it's my two passions, right?
I
Camping and
mean, yeah,
baking.
just I would say do so. Share more about yourself.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. Well, this is a good start.
So you say you like anything with dough. Now, do you freestyle your pastry like you freestyle your jump rope, or is it like a planned combo?
That is a good question. There's some similarities there. I freestyle once I have the basics down. So same as with jump rope. I've got my technique. I know the right way to do it, but then you get creative. So you follow the recipe, but there's tweaks that you can make to make it your own. God, I think
Oh,
I'm talking about jump rope.
nice. You got me on that one because I would have never thought it would be that much of similarity, but I guess there is a similarity in a lot of things we do that coincide with jump rope.
There are for sure.
Um,
Like the creative side, right? Because I would say probably most people who have a jump rope Instagram account are creative people.
you're right.
Like you'd agree with that?
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Even with the beginners, because at that point, like they at least putting themselves out there to learn something new to help them be creative.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll trigger something somewhere down the road eventually, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about like creativity. It's for me, it's an outlet, right? And jumping by myself is great. And it's fun and I love it. But what I really love, like where there's joy, is being able to share it with a bunch of people and then getting that feedback. Like maybe you motivated them, or maybe you inspired them, or you know what, maybe they're giving me some comments to maybe try this and you'll have more success. Like there's the give and take, and that was one thing. Just as a little story, I when I had my business. Making pastries, I would make a bunch of them, take them to the market, and I got to watch my customers eat what I made, right? And
Right.
it was great. I enjoyed the process of making them. I loved it, but the real joy was in sharing them and kind of getting that feedback. And so that's kind of what I like about this. And so after I left my business, I started a food blog because I thought we were in a new city and I wasn't going to get into the business right away, but this is still going to be an outlet for me. I can, you know, create recipes and post them and share them, but nobody read my blog, right? It was new and it's
A vlog. I mean, a blog.
a blog, yeah, like a food blog.
Okay.
So I'm putting all this effort in and sharing these recipes, and I wasn't getting any feedback from anybody. So it felt kind of like unfulfilling because there wasn't that give and take. So with this Instagram account, it's you're putting in all the effort and learning and being creative, and you get to put it out there, and then you get the feedback from everybody you connect with, which is very fulfilling.
You should send me a link to your blog.
Oh my God, that's long gone.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
I know. I learned a lot when I was doing it. Like, how to learn how to be a photographer and run a website, and you know, create recipes and all that. But it wasn't where it was at for me.
You didn't find the joy in doing it, learning all that.
I
Yeah.
didn't. I just because you put it all out there, and then there's no real response. So you
Right.
don't you have
So
that
you feel like it's a letdown.
little bit. Like I could have just been emailing my mom my recipes every day. I think she was the only one reading.
Oh wow. Writing not my strong point.
No.
I'm more of a storyteller.
Oh, that's a good skill.
Yeah, but I haven't put it into real practice yet. It's just something I just goof around with, like with coworkers or whatever. They be
Nice.
thinking something wrong with me.
You know what else I have to say though too, which I think is so awesome, is when you first asked me to come on this podcast, like I'm an introvert, and my initial reaction was like, "Oh my God, that's scary." But you know, I knew I was going to do it anyway, but it was still kind of intimidating. And then I was watching your very first episode, and you said that you're also an introvert, and you're doing this because it's new and it's out of the box, and you're hoping that you might inspire somebody to also, you know, kind of
Y-
step outside.
Yeah,
So,
I'm definitely an introvert. I'm just not got to the point where I'm not nervous when a guest come on, cause like I said, I usually take like a couple of minutes beforehand to shake
mhm.
the nervous out before I start recording. But I done got a lot comfortable with it now. Like I'm not as shaky or just um stuttering over words because I can't get it out properly.
Okay.
Even though I talk with a southern accent, so my accent does hinder me from pronunciating words correctly. But and this is a challenge for me as an introvert because I really don't speak nearly close as much on my Instagram account at all, probably. So this
Right.
is like a good outlet, a good challenge for me. So
That's awesome.
appreciate you mentioning it though.
No, I think that's great. Well, you got me here, so I think it's awesome. And you know what? We're all getting to learn everybody that we follow, and I love like learning more about everybody on here. It's awesome. It's a good thing you're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate you. So, you speak another language?
I speak French. Yes, oui, je parle français.
Ooh, say something in French.
Je m'appelle Leslie.
Repeat that.
Vous? Je m'appelle Leslie. Leslie French.
Okay, peeps. If you watching this, put this in the comment below and translate what she said. We not don't tell us what you said. Hopefully they'll comment in below and guess what you said.
That was an easy
So
one.
how long you been learning French?
Oh my gosh, since I was little. Like I went to French immersion until grade 6, and then I went to English junior high, and then I went took some more French in high school, and then that was kind of it for French education. But I learned enough to get me by, and I ended up working like as a flight attendant. You had to be bilingual, so I spoke it every day. It was mostly contained to like travel related French, like here's where you can get your luggage
Mm-hmm.
and put your seatbelt on. But yeah, it was enough to get me by, and we're hopefully I'm going to France within the next year, so I'll be able to put it to use.
Maybe you could meet up with Leah, Sunnyside Jumps. I think
Is
she's
she in
French,
Paris?
something like that.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure. I will have to message her and make sure.
Okay,
But
and
I'm
then
pretty sure, I think.
Georgina's in Paris, I think.
And who?
Georgina,
I think she in London at the moment. I think she in London at the moment.
she is in London right now. I wasn't sure. Look, we're talking about Georgina. Hi, Georgina.
Shout
Where
out
are
to
you,
sis.
Georgina?
Yeah, but she does go back and forth. She does go back and forth, but I think at the moment she in London right now.
Okay. I mean, how cool would that be to go somewhere overseas and meet up with somebody that you met through Instagram?
Man, I want to plan on getting over there across the waters over there to London sometime soon, hopefully. That
Yeah, I
would
love
be that would be
London.
a top goal.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I got a lot of peoples in London. That's crazy.
It's
So
cute. There's community over there.
this won't be like a two-way conversation, a one-way conversation. Feel free to ask me anything about
Yeah.
anything, I guess, if
Do
you
you ever
have a
jump
question.
outside? Do you ever jump outside, or are you strictly in the gym? And do people like, are they all over you in the gym? I'm wondering how you do that.
So I jump everywhere outside in the gym. Um and it's funny, like when I'm in the gym and I'm jumping, like they got so used to me that like if they hear me cuss or if they hear me yell because I got whipped and they're nowhere in sight, you hear somebody yell like, "Are you okay?" And I'd be like, "No." They're like, "Okay," and they just go by their business so because they used to me doing it so much.
That's
But
awesome.
I like jumping outside too. I
Okay.
love jumping outside, just being outside, let the wind blow, and I got more space to operate.
Yeah,
It
being outside
just
is the best.
sucks that I can't stay in the frame.
Oh yeah, because you move around a
It
lot.
sucks I can't stay in yeah. Yeah, I can't stay in the frame. But yeah, I jump everywhere outside in the gym.
And what's your process with
Yeah,
recording? Do you
that
record your whole session, or do you kind of stop and edit?
I don't know. I'm not like want to chop videos up where it's just all successful moves or something like that. I'm kind of like I kind of pre-rehearse what I want to do and then I turn it on and then record and record and record until I get that perfect or near perfect combo. And
Okay.
then that's about it. Freestyle or something playing.
hmm I don't think like I was so shocked at how hard it is to actually execute something that you have in your head. So I did try to do that the other day. I had like a few moves in my mind. I'm like, okay, I want to do this, 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 and this. But having to start over every time you trip, like it's exhausting. And I think it's almost more tiring than just kind of jumping around like freestyle.
Oh yeah, the the mental workout is something else.
For sure.
I have learned to like try to break it up into bits,
Okay.
and then there's like when I'm about to transition to another move, I take that little. I don't know if it's like being a half second slower, so I can give myself a little time to breathe, catch my breath before I go into another section of combinations, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of like my process.
You know what I don't think I've seen from you is like a blooper reel, or isn't there any?
I would have to. Yes, matter of fact, I would. I am going to look that up.
Okay.
I did post one. Um,
Oh, you did.
I forgot what I was trying to do, and then there's one I was like doing a voiceover of me
Okay.
just practicing, not really trying to nail a combo.
Mhm.
But
Have
mostly, I just put it on my stories, and you hear like a loud profanity come out. Mostly,
so much. Um, that's one thing I notice is when I post like something that's kind of real, right? Like all the chipping or my hat flying off my head or dropping the rope because it happens so much. I think a lot of people maybe who don't skip think that, oh, wow, you go in and jump for an hour and a half and you don't take breaks, you don't trip, and it all looks like what you post. And that's not the case at all. So I like that when you can kind of see the real side of it. Even when the people like Lauren jumps and she shared the other day, it's like, this is how I learned a combo. And it was not just like easy and successful right off the go. I think that's encouraging to a lot of people.
you talking about when she is mic'd up?
Yeah, I love that.
You talking about when she is mic'd up? Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. Are you
I'm
looking for your story?
sending one. Oh yeah, I got it. No, it's not a story, but I just sent it to you.
Oh, good. Okay.
You, yeah, you'll see all the tantrums and frustration and rope tossing,
Rope
all of
tossing.
that.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I'll check it out. Awesome. Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, but that's the reality that we all need to see. That we all not perfect in any
Right.
way.
Okay, yeah, there's you. You're tripping and you did like me. You do like the frustrated, like look up to the ceiling, like, come on, really? Get it together. Oh,
Bl-
that's good.
blaming the rope.
Oh yeah, it's always the rope. Uh,
Yeah,
do
it's
you ever
always the
skip
rope
the rope,
fault.
or are you kind of like your rope is good? Do you have a goal to make it even shorter? Some people the rope looks so short, and I don't know how they do it.
Um, so I'm tall, so my rope is a little longer, especially my PVC.
Yes.
Just because the type of style I do with the PVC and the heavy rope, so it's kind of a little long for my style. The My beaded rope is a little shorter, but I think because of my height, it's still a little long for some people.
Hmm.
So it's kind of hard for me to like throw a mick and have a perfect tension with a shorter rope and
Hmm.
still trying to execute like some jump moves and cross and switch cross. So I kind of have to like give and take with those.
Okay. Wait,
But my rope length is probably still long.
you go between
Say it
PVC
again.
and you go between PVC and beaded quite often, or would you say you favor one over the other?
So I'm mainly like the heavy rope guy.
You're the
So,
what rope?
but because I've heavy rope, like the legacy rope
Oh, you
and
are
like
the heavy rope guy.
the cable rope. Yeah, I started my journey with the heavy rope, so that's why I'm kind of like as good as I am with it and maneuver it. But depends on like how I'm feeling or what I want to learn.
Hmm.
Um, is there's no telling what I may pick up because being so versatile and just learning how to do different things with different rope is kind of like helps me not hit a plateau.
Mhm.
So like right now, I'm kind of like on my beady rope thing right now, doing like leg crosses and some mix. And
Nice.
there's this one particular move I want to do, and it's not real crisp yet. I completed the combo, but it's not crispy yet. So I kind of want to redo it. And then that's another thing I do
Can you
a
share
lot.
what it is?
Say it again.
What move is it? Can you share what it is, or it's not ready yet?
I tell you what, I send it to you.
All right,
Um,
top secret.
I haven't posted it yet.
Okay.
But somebody sent me a video of somebody doing this move, and I was like, I want to learn this.
Okay. I think the first time I picked up a heavy rope, I think it's the same one that you have, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is heavy. I think I expected it to be
The
a lot
legacy
lighter
rope, yes,
because of like you just whipping it around, making it look like it's not anything. All right.
it's trying to send.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll,
I had a comment where people was telling me it's a 1 pound rope, it shouldn't be heavy, but unless you really had this rope in your hand, it doesn't matter if it's like a pure PVC rope. This rope is heavy going around your body, and unless you have this in your hand, you will not know how heavy this rope be.
it's
And
shockingly
so,
difficult.
but I've been doing this so long, so I kind of found a good way of maneuver it as well as I do.
Yeah. Yeah, your body gets used to it. Like when I first started, I was using cross ropes and they're a little heavier and then you kind of adjust. You can't do as much with those. You can't do any fun tricks. I remember when I first started, when I was learning the TS, I had to wear like a like a like a boxing glove, like a wrap on my hand because
Right.
my every time I crossed, I was like punching my own hand. My knuckles were huge. So that was like protection to keep my
I done that a lot too.
it hurts so much.
I don't know why it's not sending. Hold up. Yeah, I done that a lot too, especially doing like real rapid fast crossovers with the heavy rope because the handles are so big.
Oh yeah.
Like I always scar like the always. I'm
The back of
surprised
my
it's
hand.
not showing up.
Yep.
But you maneuver the heavy rope so well too. Like I can't even do the mini switch cross with the heavy rope as well as
Oh,
you did. And I was just
I
looking at that last night.
yeah, I got that, and I got some doubles in with the heavy rope too. I think it's just a mindset. You just have to say, "I'm going to do this," and I haven't gotten there yet with some of the like some double unders that I want to do, like crosses. I used to be able to do crosses, but I didn't drill them enough, and now I seem to have lost the momentum, and I got to get that back, and I want to be able to do a double under switch cross. Even just like a double under cross. Like these are things I know I'll be able to do, but I just mentally I'm not quite there yet, but I will get there.
Right.
They're
Man, it's take times one of them things that you put in the back burner, then when you pick it back up.
right. And I
So
find
is
too,
that
like,
one of your goals? I think it's sent.
oh, did it? Okay. Look at it. But like, I want to learn a bunch
Yeah,
of new
it
things.
just sent
And
to you.
this summer is going to be like my goal to actually get outside and just drill. Do you find this too? Like, I go to the gym and I'll start skipping and then I just keep skipping and that's my whole workout. Like, I have to force myself to put my ropes down to actually go pick up some weights because I'd rather be skipping. But in the summer, when I can get outside, like I'm going to go to the gym and do my workout, and then that's going to be my fun time outside to just skip and drill and learn all the new things that I've been putting on the back burner. And
Nah, that's
also,
something I learned early on, and I made that mistake of trying to warm up with the rope, and I done spent like 30 minutes. Like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this, maybe. And I spent like 30 minutes, so now that's my workout, and I didn't pick up no weight, so now I
right,
just don't do it beforehand. I just don't skip beforehand because I
you skip
get lost
after.
real quick.
That's time goes
Yes.
by so fast. Like, go tell me to run for half an hour. No, I'm not interested, but I could skip for 2 hours and it doesn't feel like any time has gone by. Why is that?
Yeah, man, it
Funny.
happens to me all the time. So I try not to get lost when I skip beforehand. So I just choose not to do it. And then, like I say, I bring the heavy rope. So I force myself not to try to build a combo.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm
wherever
watching videos.
that you yeah, so
Like,
what you
look
saying if the little move that I turn and try to catch it backwards, that's what I'm trying to
okay.
tidy up a little bit.
I mean, just for your viewers,
I'm not sure if
this looks perfect. So Larry doesn't think it's good
but
enough,
I'm a
but
self critic.
that is so
I'm a
good.
self critic.
You're a perfectionist, though. I am too. I get it.
So
What else? Yeah.
speaking of running, and I don't see most people use the brand of footwear that you use, but you like use on clouds.
Yeah, I love them.
Is that your only pair? Or
It is right now. Yeah, I was Nike for a while, and then I switched to these, and they're just like they are. They're like little clouds for your feet. I love them. They're good. And you
would
know what?
you, if
There's
the
no leather in
opportunity,
them, so they can go right in the wash, and they look
no
brand new.
leather?
No leather. Just
So
spray
is it
them.
like mesh or jacquard or what?
Yeah, it's just like a mesh kind
It's a,
of spongy material. Yeah, they're great. I would recommend them.
if the opportunity present itself, would you work with them?
I mean, yeah, I support. Like, I like their product, so yeah, I would. Why? You know someone?
I wish I would try to get on myself.
I know. What do you wear on your feet?
It's funny. It's so there's two shoes that I wear right now. So they are I got one over there. It's a strike. It's called strike movement.
Okay.
So it's kind of like almost like a barefoot shoe, but it's really not. It's like a CrossFit shoe, low profile.
Okay.
And I wear a Rad Global, and it's a CrossFit shoe, but it got kind of got like a thicker sole, but a sturdy base, and that's kind of like what I use to jump outside with. So those like the only, and they like up and coming low key training shoes company.
Okay.
Not a big brand, but they real popular on the scene.
Nice. And they look good and they're comfortable.
So those, yes. So that and those the two that I currently train in
Do you ever jump in your bare
at
feet
the
or
moment.
your soft feet?
Yes, and I'm gonna
Really?
be doing a lot more of that this summer too. Yeah.
Why did
Yeah, with
like,
the so for a couple of reasons. So for one, like if I feel froggy, then I go outside. But it kind of limit me from being
that's
out there for
so
so long. So maybe like well feeling frog like being feeling risky, being
okay.
risky with it. So when I go outside, it keep me from being out there for so long because I don't want to be jumping for like 30 minutes to an hour
Right.
in socks. So it kind of limit me with that. Also, being just light on my feet and being kind of accurate, especially when I'm doing like fast runs or fast crossovers.
Mhm.
Double unders, it kind of helped me be a little sharper and be a little lower to the ground because
Okay.
you don't want that hard impact. So
That makes
there's a
okay.
couple of my reasons that I do it.
Good. I like it.
Now,
I
have you
I
ever
only tried it
tried?
once and I hit my toe and I said never again. It really hurt.
Oh, they come with the territory.
I know. It really does, right?
It
All
come
the
with the
whip.
territory. Yeah. Have you ever tried blindfolded?
No. Is that a thing? Is
It's
that
a
the
weird
next one?
feeling.
It would be. I feel like I'd fall
Well, I mean, I
over.
done. It's a weird feeling at first. Like it's super weird because it just take away your one sense where you can stay controlled in one spot. So
Yeah.
it's kind of force you to rely on your other senses, like hear sound and
Well, I'm gonna
feel
try.
of trying to stay balanced in one spot. You ought to try it one day, just off or record yourself, but don't post it, I guess. But you should try it just one time.
I'll send it to you. You can laugh.
You'll feel so weird, just like you think you this way, but when you're done, you facing this way.
I love it. All right, I'll give that a try. See how well I do. That should be a challenge.
Yeah,
See if you can stay in the same spot.
I'm surprised a lot more. I mean, a lot more people. I'm surprised a lot more people haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I mean,
But
some I like
it definitely
I like to wear some kind of like protective eyewear sometimes. Not like a blindfold, but something that's gonna protect my face. You know,
some
when you're jumping,
eye goggles.
like some kind of goggle. It should be required when you're like,
You know what? You had posted a blooper about you hit yourself in the face going backwards.
oh my god, I hit myself in the face so many times. I hit myself in the teeth once, and it was awful. Like, yeah, there's some close calls there. Worry about my eyes sometimes, but then you gotta get over the fear and just go for it.
That's the main fear people have was going backwards. But I don't
Yeah,
never
because
learn.
watching that
Like I
rope
keep.
come up, it's scary sometimes.
I think I blink. I think I
You
blink.
blink like
I blink
every
so
rip.
fast. Especially like Yana did a TS combo and she went backwards like a straight backwards TS, which that is difficult for me. So every time I do it, I got smacked dead in
Yeah,
the face like every time.
God, that's so
And
challenging. Good for her. Ooh,
it is.
yeah. So okay, so you've
It
got this
is.
next one you're gonna learn and you're gonna post that, and then what else? What is one that you've like? Has there been one that you've kind of given up on for now, or kind of put on the back burner?
A skill?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about a skill?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good question. Um I don't think there's like anything new that I want to learn. There's some things that I kind of like stray away from because I kind of really don't use it, like TJs and other variations of TJs.
Right.
Um, I don't do it because I don't see myself kind of using it in the combo. Um, Most triple under combination like a side open or open cross, but you will catch me doing like a EK or like a EK switch cross or like a EB with an open or EB cross all in one jump. You'll see me do those in the combinations, but
Yeah, those are the
other than
ones
that, I
that are
don't think
like
there's.
smooth and slow down so I can actually see what's going on there.
Yeah, I do try to do that sometimes because it
Yeah.
does happen real fast.
Yes.
But
What
other
did
than
you
that, I
say?
don't think there's a skill, huh?
Sorry. What's an E? You said EK? Is that what you said?
So EK is like a 360, but you get the rope under you twice and run jump.
Oh,
So if I
okay.
like set myself up, so if I set myself up for a backward jump from frontwards, like that's getting the rope going behind you, under you, that's one. But when you turn back around, is the rope come back under you again in the same jump.
Oh, that's good.
So that's a EK. It's like, yeah, that's
Okay.
a EK. And then
Good one.
you'll find me do like the switch cross EK more than anything is where like I go backwards with a cross and then come back, switch it, coming back forward. Now that's kind of difficult, but I think I kind of mastered it a little bit better now.
A little difficult. Very difficult.
It's you won't see too many people doing that, which is funny because I see people do the craziest skills, but
Everybody's got their own thing, their own crazy skill
right,
that comes naturally to them. I believe that.
right, because like Tonus, that's my boy. Now you see him doing all kind of crazy multiples, and I
Yes.
haven't tried those yet. I keep forgetting about it. Um, who else do Jump Rope T do a lot of triple unders in his routine?
Yeah.
Who else?
No, the height those guys get is just it blows my mind.
Yeah, but that's another thing too that I try to stay away from because it's a lot of major knee flex and a
Mm.
lot of hard crashing. So that's probably like another reason why I kind of stray away from those. Like there's sometimes I do have a knee flex, but that's just like rare occasion. I don't do it often.
Okay. For right. To avoid injury.
Yes, cause I'm up in age and I don't have that healing effect like I used to have.
Up in
I
age.
don't
Yeah.
have that Wolverine that
This is like the over 40 podcast.
I take it. But are you surprised that there's a lot of us our age really skipping as well as we do on Instagram?
I don't think I'm surprised, but I'm impressed. Like I think it's awesome, and I think if you look at all the people who are of a certain age, and nobody really looks their age. So I think that's a really good endorsement for skipping as a way to stay
Skip to
young.
keep you young.
Exactly.
Pick up a jump rope. It'll
Yeah,
de-age you.
jump back in time.
Oh, we're gonna use that. We are gonna use
Yeah,
that. I
that's the
like
best.
that one.
I love it. I love it.
So, is there anybody particular you would like to skip with, do a duet with, meet up in person?
Oh my gosh, there's so many people. I couldn't name just one, but I think in particular, like there's so many awesome Canadian skippers, um, which
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty cool. Like Vancouver is doing an unbelievable job with their meetups, and Steph and Andrea, and like they're doing a great job. So maybe someday I'll get out there and skip with them. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be so dope.
Hmm.
Get a chance to meet up with Chris and
Yes,
um, Taylor Beth in
yes,
Toronto. I think
they are in Toronto. Yeah, they're
that'll be
amazing.
so dope.
They're pretty cool. Someday it's gonna happen.
So, what's new that you got going on for yourself, up and coming, or in the horizon? What's
On the horizon. Well, just
yes?
jump rope related. You know what? I just got into a new place. We moved 2 months ago, so it's been great to just kind of get settled into my hometown and reconnect with a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. And as far as jump
Mm-hmm.
rope, like, I'm serious. I want to start getting a Halifax community going of jump ropers. So I'm really gonna try to devote myself to that and see if we can get something going here on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, that'll. I believe it'll work out for you. You could be a real major inspo,
I'm gonna work on that. I would love
cause
that.
cause people. I know people see us do technical things, but it's not as technical as people think.
No, it doesn't have to be, right? It's just about like
Right.
for me, I just think of it like dancing for an hour. Like I have no rhythm when I don't have a rope for some reason, but when I have a rope in my hand, I just feel like I can shuffle and do all these things, and then you take the rope away, and I have no clue. So there's something about it. It's liberating. It's so fun.
That's funny. A lot of people say that
What is that? I don't
you
know
take the
why.
rope away.
It's so true though. I love it.
Dance, jumping will give you rhythm.
Yep. Somehow.
You know, that should be a category or a question one of us should ask. Like, what could you do with a jump rope? But if you take it away,
You
what is
can't.
it? Like, some people would say dancing, or people would say,
Yeah.
um, I don't know, catching a baseball, but they can catch a mic release or something.
That's a good one. Nice. You know what? Like for me growing up, I was never ever an athlete. I wasn't considered an athlete. So my family is very impressed. They're kind of like, "What is going on with you?" Like the joke was that I couldn't catch a baseball. I caught a
Mm-hmm.
bouquet at a wedding like 10 years ago, and it's like, "Oh my God, Leslie finally caught something." So it's kind of like now I feel like I'm showing this whole different athletic side of myself, and it's kind of cool, never feeling like I belonged in sport, to finally find
Right.
sport that's mine, and it's mine. Like, it's however I want it to be. I can do whatever I want with it, and I can, I'm not really competing against anybody. It's all about challenging myself, and that's one of my favorite things about jump rope too. And I can catch a make release.
The mental goals of it.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
one of the most challenging thing about this sport is catching the make release.
Like,
Took me
I think I
months.
had it on video the first time I caught it, and my face was just like flabbergasted. It's the coolest feeling. Like, what? What did I just
I
do?
saw that. I saw that too.
Yeah.
And then you said something about, oh, I got butterfingers now because you caught it. Then it just slipped out your hand at the last minute. I remember.
I
I
got
remember
it,
seeing that.
and then I dropped it. It's like, okay, come on. Oh my god. Yeah,
This has been so lovely.
it's been so
I
great to talk.
appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me. Like, I loved it. It was really
Oh,
great to talk.
was you really surprised when I asked you?
Yeah, I was. I was, but I'm glad. Glad you asked.
I appreciate this. I appreciate this. So, do you have any last words, any positive saying you want to tell the community?
Let's see. I will leave with my favorite quote. Well, it's my husband's favorite quote, but just in relation to us being, in our 40s and a lot of people just starting to jump rope now. And my favorite quote is, "There are two good times to plant a tree: 20 years ago and today." So just start.
Oh, wow. Still
It's
got
a
to
good
start
one.
somewhere.
You got to start.
Folks, did you hear that 20 years ago or start now? Either way, you got to start
Right.
somehow, some way. New beginnings. People, there you have it. We have Miss Leslie.Jumps. I'm the kid L.R.Player. We appreciate you. Um, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let Leslie know how awesome she is. Stay tuned to her comments. Hopefully, she'll drop some pastry vids on there because the kid be hungry a lot.
Love it.
Jumro be working up an appetite,
That's
and
right.
we have to refuel. We have to refuel.
So good.
Appreciate you, Leslie. Say bye to the peoples.
Thank you so much.
Peace.
You're doing the clap.
Oh, and walk off.
We're out.